Welcome to the Outdoor Archives. Today we're going to do an overview about a tent. No, not this tent. This was the one that my kids used in the camp out we had with the hammock a few weeks ago. And I really should have known better, but really this is the only breathable mesh part of the tent. And after about an hour and a half, 2 hours in the tent, they were done. It was raining inside the tent. It was just pools of water collecting from the condensation. So I went on the hunt for something new. So I went on to Amazon, and for about 50 bucks, I found me a Coleman Hooligan 2. This is a two-person tent, but it's pretty large, so it might even be good for 3 people. We're going to check it out anyway. And for the price, I really don't have super high expectations, but we're going to find a good place to set it up, and we'll talk about it as we unbox it. Okay, so see, it's got a pretty robust carrying case here. Let's see what it is. Okay, it looks like it becomes in a box. That actually might be good, because if you're like me and when you package things and unpackage them, you have a hard time fitting back into their original case. This looks like it'll give you a little bit of leeway. Okay. So it looks like it's nicely wrapped up here. So it looks like we have a pole system here. Quite a few pegs here. This looks like the fly, and this is the tent itself. So we're going to find a suitable place to put this up, and we'll get it going. Okay, so here we are. Our first time setting this up. So I'm gonna get you, buddy, to do this. Here are the poles. Do you know how to put these together? You can go over there and do it if you want, and I'll get everything else ready. Okay, so here's the tent. Okay guys, this tent only has one pole, so we're going to see how that's going to work out. So what do you guys think?
It's nice.
It even has a couch.
You guys going to fit in here?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
What's this? Little window. It's probably fit 4 people in here. Actually.
Yeah,
Not sleeping.
No, not sleeping.
This is like a 2.5 person tent. I think we could probably, if 2 of us slept this way and one of the little ones slept that way, let's try it.
I'm sleeping this way.
Yeah.
What a lovely
Yep.
day outside.
I got lots of room here. How about you?
I've got plenty. I'm cracking
You have
up
a lot
the
of
window.
room? Right, bud, give me a hand here. So we're gonna have to find where the door and where the window is.
There's 2 zippers in here.
Okay, the zipper came apart a little bit. So that's something to watch for. Welcome again. I've let the tent sit overnight. We were supposed to get a thunder shower last night. We actually didn't end up getting any rain, but we did get some high winds. They're about 20-25 miles an hour. Just short bursts, and I think the tent has held up nicely. I don't know if you could see it here, but there's some water on the outside of the tent here. It's because my trusty sprinkler system went off this morning. I knew it would. and I just wanted to test out and see if we had any leaks or anything like that. So I'm going to go inside in a minute and have a look at that. But first I'm going to take a little walk around the outside and show you a few things. Okay, so we're just going to do a little walk around of the tent here. You can see it's really well protected from weather. And despite its one pole design, it actually seems really sturdy. I'm actually really impressed with that. One caveat to that though is I think that's why there are quite a few tent stakes with this one, so I don't know how you would like that or not. Here's a nice little window, and you can see it's got a little flap here to keep the weather out. There's extra tie downs for bad weather. I put them out because last night we were expecting some pretty bad weather. So, and here in the front you see a little bit of a vestibule or gear storage. It's not that big, but enough that you can keep maybe a couple backpacks, maybe a couple pair of shoes, something like that. One thing I don't really like, and I'm trying to figure out how I can deal with this, is this here. See how it kind of just flaps there, and if there's bad weather, I don't think any rain would get in, but just seems like it's a little bit too flappy for me. So I don't know, maybe I just got to stake it out better, but other than that, it seems pretty good. We did have one issue yesterday with the zipper. You see there's a zipper at the top and a zipper at the bottom here, and in between the two zippers this had just separated here, and I just rolled this back onto it and it seems to be fine. And I've done this about 20 times to make sure, but I definitely will keep an eye on it, but I think it's okay. So here's a little vestibule area or storage area. You can maybe even take this out and kind of pin it out to get a little bit of airflow in there. And if you don't like it, you can actually, or if you just want it open, you can just kind of roll this up, and I believe there's a little gear tie here, but I'll just throw it over there for now. And there's a little view of half the vestibule or storage area. It's not that big, but does do the job, I think. So let's crawl in the tent. Well, here we are inside the tent. Not very tall. I'd say it's about, I don't know, 4 feet in the middle, but it's like an A-frame structure, so you don't have a lot of room on the sides. But to sleep, you've got 8 feet from here to you, 6 feet wide. And you saw yesterday it was me and my 2 boys in here, no problem at all. So I'd say it's a 2-person tent, and you can keep your gear in here as well. That's pretty good. Vestibule or gear storage, I don't know what it's called. It's a decent size. You can definitely keep a couple backpacks out there, a couple pairs of shoes. It'll keep them generally protected. There's not a whole lot of storage options. There's a few tie down, a few loops in here. There's a pocket right here, which I'll show you. See that there? Just a little storage pocket. And let me move you over here. So here's a nice little window. Good size, actually. You have to unzip this, and then you can unzip the outside. And all in all, pretty decent. And you know what? It's actually really sturdy. So all in all, I think I'm pretty impressed. The airflow looks like it would be really good in this tent. We'll definitely test it out as soon as we can. Little lamp in the way. Well guys, I think that's going to conclude my review of this tent. Really it's an overview because I haven't slept in it yet, but we will do that in the coming weeks. And I'll update you on any issues or anything, but overall this is a $50 tent. Coleman markets it as a backpacking tent. I don't know about that. It's weighs in about 9 pounds, and for a 2-person tent, it's about 4.5 pounds a person. You could probably get that down. It came with a really big case and in a cardboard box, and maybe you can leave some of the stakes at home or replace them with lightweight stakes. You could probably get down to about 8 pounds anyway, pretty easily. And you know, even if 2 people carry it, it's 4 pounds a piece. It's a bit bulky. I mean, it's doable, but I'm sure there are better options out there. And I don't know if you'd want to take this up into the mountains or anything like that. It is a $50 tent. Let's remember that, right? But you know what? Looks like it's got good airflow. It's got good space, and it seems to keep the water out, at least from a light shower that I tested it from. So I think all in all, it's going to get a thumbs up. If you like this video, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got videos coming out every week. Thanks for watching.